Sobagh Kriya, also known as Invoking the Wealth of the Universe, is a 5-part Kundalini Kriya. And it starts with left hand under the right, and your hands kind of in little like cup type of positions with your mounds together. And then you hit them onto your moon mounds. So it goes like this. It's like you're opening, you're shutting, opening, you're shutting. So this is the actual physical movement. But as you're doing this movement, you're also chanting Har, H-A-R, but your tongue is hitting the roof of your mouth, so it sounds like Hud. So every time your moon mounds touch, it's Hud, 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 Hud. And then also your eyes are 9/10 of the way closed, like kind of just like peeking out your nose. So Hud, Hud, Hud. So that is number 1, and you'll be doing that for 3 minutes. Technically, this Kriya is each of these 11 minutes, but there is the truncated version of 3 minutes, which is what I practice because that's already 15 minutes. And I have done the 55-minute version, but it's intense, and I just can't commit to that on a daily basis. And I feel like this is more doable. So the second movement is your hands, your fingers extended up so high, like reaching as high as you can, and your fingers extended so high, far apart from each other, you know, basically like, oh, like as high, like I always say I'm like reaching for the heavens. And so you are start in a V position, and then you criss and cross, like back and forth, like this, like still with your eyes 9/10 closed. But this time you're just saying the heart in your head. The other time you're saying it out loud. This time it's in your head, but the music in the background will still be the music. So it's like you could hear it. So it's like this, and that's another 3 minutes. The next one is the super, super fun one. So basically what you do is you take your thumbs and you put them onto your moon mounds, and then, or your pinky mounds, and then you put your fingers and you squeeze it like as tight as you can, like so tight. And then you go back into the V position, and then you'll go back little circles, like tiny little circles, to where you will like jump up. And so you're still eyes at the nose, and then this time you're actually chanting God, God, God every time you squeeze. And make sure it's powerful. Like, I know it's God and it sounds like whoa. And you know, depending on your background, your religion, for me, I'm actually thinking every time, I'm like, God, thank me, or thank you, thank me. God, thank you. God, work through me. God, you're wonderful. God, like basically like a whole sequence of like, you know, things I'm grateful for, or, you know, asking God to work through me, basically for the whole 3 minutes. So in squeezing every single time so tight, like they say like you're gonna like squeeze the blood out of your fingers, but you know, don't actually do that. But that's how tight. So that is the third, and you do that for 3 minutes. The next one is split up. It's 3 minutes, but has 3 parts within it, kind of. So this one, it's like you're like karate chopping down below, and you're like this. This one, I like to imagine me cutting all the cords that I'm connected to, any sort of way. So in the first section, you're always going as fast as you can. Like you almost like kind of turn into this like weird trance, but it's super cool. And what you're going to be doing is the first 1 minute, you're going to be saying Har Haray Haree, Wahe Guru in a monotone voice. So in a monotone voice, Har Haray Haree, Wahe Guru, still looking at the tip of the nose. Then you move on to still doing the karate chop motion, cutting those cords, but the second time in a deep whisper, but where you can like feel it from your belly. So you're like, Har Haray Haree, Wahe Guru. And then the third part is super fun. You actually get to whistle the tone. So and I'm sure so many people know at this point, chanting, singing, whispering, whistling, humming, all these things are so good for your being, for your, there's just so many good things for it. So this Kriya kind of has it all. And then the fifth part is actually get to be in the genie position, I like to call. And so you have your left underneath of your right. And this one is the easiest and the hardest at the same time. And if you can't do it all at once the first time, that's fine. But basically, we're going to be taking 3 1-minute breaths, which looks like inhaling for 20 seconds, holding for 20 seconds, and then exhaling for 20 seconds. So, and then 3 times. So this time you're actually, eyes are closed, looking out your third eye. So this is the only one that your eyes are closed for. And you inhale like very slowly, and then obviously hold, and then exhale very slowly. If you cannot do the 20 seconds, that's fine. Just try, once you are inhaling, try to count. Obviously you're counting. So if you get to 15 seconds, then hold for 15 seconds, then exhale for 15 seconds. If you've never done this before, I recommend 10 seconds, to be honest, just because it's just more doable. But if, obviously 20 seconds each is the goal, so you can have the full 1-minute breath. So yeah, so that's how you do it. And at the end, I like to cover my eyes and just see all the magic I am, and then kind of like spread it down, and then do a grateful praise to God, and just give about 5+ things I'm grateful for in this moment. And then that's how I start my day. So now I'm going to create another video that is just me doing it, so that you can follow along on a daily basis. Because unless you want to watch me every day doing this, it's much better. You've been using an old video that I created of myself this entire time. So maybe I'll use this one now. So yay, let's invoke the wealth of the universe, and make this place a better environment for everyone. That's my goal, and so much love, and have a blessed day.